In the last video, we discussed rounding off the numbers to the nearest 10. In this video, we will discuss rounding off to the nearest 100. And what does that mean to the nearest 100? That means to the number that you have to round off any particular given number to the nearest number which is multiple of 100, which is the number which is multiple of 100. And what does that mean? What are the numbers that are multiple of 100? So we have 0, we have then 100, we have then 200, we have then 300, 400, 500 and so on. All those numbers which are multiple of 100. So let me take an example. The concept is same as you did it in the case of rounding off to the nearest 10. Same concept will go in rounding off to the nearest 100. The only difference is there you used to round off to the nearest 10, but here you would round off to the nearest 100, that is to the number which is the nearest to the number which is multiple of 100. Let me take an example. An example is, suppose it's 301. Example is, the number is 301. Sorry. 301. Now if you are asked to round it off to the nearest 100, now tell me, if this is your scale, if this is your number scale, and what are the two nearest multiples of 100 to 300? Of course 301, of course the first one is 300, right? And the last one is 400. 300 and then 400. You will not have any other multiple of 100 in between this. So, and we'll have then in center we'll have 350. But be sure that 350 is not a multiple of 100. 300. Now your number, suppose your number comes somewhere here. Your number comes 301. Now you are being asked for this number. You are being asked for this number. So of course, which is much closer? This is much closer, right? This is much more nearest. 300 is the nearest multiple of 100. That is to 301. So answer is 300. Suppose, let me take one more example. This time the number is say it's 499. So you draw your number scale again. And what are the two nearest multiples of 100 for this number? Of course, the first one is 400 and the last one is 500. So these are the two nearest multiples of 100 to 499, and in between you will have 450, but this is not the multiple of 100. Now tell me, your 499 would come somewhere here. Would come somewhere. $499. Now, if you're asked to round it off to the nearest 100, what would be the answer? Of course, 499 has a nearest multiple of 100, that is 500. So 500 is the nearest multiple of 100 to 499. Therefore, answer would be 500. Suppose the number was 450. 450. That means you are being asked for this number. Same concept as we discussed in the case of rounding off any number to the nearest 10. We discussed that if the number comes exactly in between, you would always look for the next one, the next coming multiple of 10 or 100, whatever. So in this case also, you look for the next one, the next multiple of 100, and not the previous one. You will not look for this one. So the answer would be the next one, this 500. This will be the answer. So if you will round off this particular number to the nearest 100, the answer would be 500.